Welcome. This video documents how I made 2 charcuterie boards out of this rough sawn piece of pecan. Stick around if you want to see how I did it. The first thing I did was I put it through the planer to get it smooth and flat. This board was rough cut on a sawmill, which means it still has blade marks from when it was originally cut. Running it through the planer made it smooth and flat. I then could cut the pieces to length with the miter saw.
Helps to plug it in.
Not exactly my finest moment. Believe it or not, that happens like 4 or 5 times a day because I only have a limited number of outlets, and so whenever I switch tools I have to unplug and replug different things in. On Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022, at 11:46 p.m., I gained my 23rd subscriber. This may seem like a small thing, but trust me, it's not. Perhaps I'll go a little bit more in detail after this message from Ryan in the shop. Enjoy.
We have a little bit of an issue that I need to deal with. We have some crackage. Look at that crackage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mix up whatever epoxy I still have sitting around. It's just a very little bit, but it should work for this. And just fill in these gaps and then we can sand it down. We should be good to go. Enjoy.
Why is this 23rd subscriber so important, you might ask? Well, without the 23rd, how would I get the 24th? How would I get the 100th? How would I get the 1,000th? How would I get the 10,000th? Because obviously I'll get 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Obviously. Yeah, no. This 23rd subscriber has motivated me immensely to continue making these videos because I found out that maybe there are people that actually enjoy watching this, even though it's just me rambling while you watch me making things. Sure, there are only 23 of them right now, but I have a feeling if I stick to it, it may grow. So a huge shout out to whoever happened to be the 23rd subscriber. Without you, there would have been no chance for growth in the future. TTAYW. 23 is a very good number indeed. Here's a quote from Charles Comiskey. "It is the small things in life which count. It is the inconsequential leak which empties the biggest reservoir." Update on what you're looking at in the video. I'm just drawing on what I think will be a cool design for handles on these things. I'm not making them matching, I'm making them both kind of unique and different. Back to the quote about leaks. I think that's very true because sometimes if you tell someone just a little bit too much about yourself, they can use that information and find even more. Things that you thought were hidden, suddenly now brought into the light. Which can be a good thing. The grain patterns in this wood I'm using are outstanding. Here I am cutting out the handles that I drew just a moment prior using the scroll saw. This scroll saw was a collaborative gift I received from my family for my birthday. So, huge thanks to my little brother for organizing that. I very much enjoy it. It's funny how sometimes you buy tools that you don't need because you think you need them, and other times you get tools that you didn't think you need that then become one of the main aspects of your workshop and you use it almost every day. I drilled little hanging hooks in the handles so that one could hang it in their kitchen if that's what they desire, and then it was on to a whole bunch of sanding. Sanding isn't the most enjoyable thing to watch on YouTube, as it can be very long and tedious, so I will speed it up for you and supply you with a couple of quotes while you watch me sand. This quote is from world-renowned singer Frank Sinatra. "If you possess something but you can't give it away, then you don't possess it. It possesses you." Here I am spraying the boards with water so that it can raise the grain so that can then be sanded off for a very, very smooth finish. Enjoy some Ryan in the shop sounds. I was so excited about the grain of these boards that I was rushing through it and forgot to round over the edges so that they would have a round edge. I'm using a palm router here with a bit that's called a roundover bit that makes the edges of the board round over, hence the name. If I didn't round over the edges of these boards, they would still have square, sharp edges, which wasn't exactly what I was going for. And the great thing about skipping steps is then you have to go back and sand some more. Enjoy. I was going to talk during that part, but I find oh, wow. I find the sound of fast sanding a very enjoyable sound. Then I had to spray on the water yet again and raise the grain again because I had rounded over those edges. Then even more sanding. This project involved a lot of sanding. So while we're on the topic of sand, I'll give you a quote from Jorge Luis Borges. He says, "Nothing is built on stone, all is built on sand, but we must build as if the sand were stone." And here's one from Ella Wheeler Wilcox. "All love that has not friendship for its base is like a mansion built upon the sand." Because you watched me for nearly 6 minutes ramble on about random things, I will reward you by letting you watch this finish be applied in silence and peace. Well, there it is, folks. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Respect and credit for watching all the way through. And see you later. Is spewed from various fountains.